So welcome back guys to another video, and I think you guys can agree with me that there's games that you enjoy playing and then there's games that just completely blow your mind. There's just those games that you play that there's something about the music, something about the art style, something about the story that it's like the planets align and you just sit back and you're like, man, I love video games. And one of the games that really had that impact on me was Okami. And when I saw this item in my local comic book store, I knew I had to have it. And here's a funny story. The book was in the back of the store, almost like it was a dirty little secret. And I asked the employee there, I was just like, hey man, how much are you selling this book for? Because it didn't have a price tag on it. And he said, well, someone had ordered this book months ago and they never picked it up. I'll give it to you for about $20. It's normally a $40 art book. And what I'm talking about is the Okami Complete Works. Now, Okami The Complete Works was published by Udon Entertainment and Capcom, and I'm always a huge fan of Udon. I think Udon does a great job with their art department. They really make some stellar stuff, and when they say Complete Works, they are not messing around. This book goes through every nook and cranny that Okami has to offer. What I really love about it is not only does it show you different architecture that goes into the graphics of this game, but it also shows you storyboard comics to character designs, even shows some of the history of the various Japanese mythology that help inspire this video game. It is something really unique, just like Okami itself. And I don't know about you guys, I'm a huge fan of video game music, and you don't really see this in art books that often, but actually they have the score, the sheet music to the Okami soundtrack, and that is really cool because the Okami soundtrack is a very, very awesome soundtrack that blends unique traditional Japanese music that you could only hear in like ancient Japan. Oh man, it's just so freaking cool. I just cannot get over it. And tell you the truth, this would be a good book just to have on your coffee table. You know, when you have people come over to your house, even if they're not fans of video games, they could find something to enjoy if they love art, you know. And it's very seldom that you find a game that blends the art and the gameplay like Okami did. It's really something special. And I know some of you guys are thinking right now, this is a Japanese art book, it's probably all going to be in kanji. Well, that's where you're wrong. They actually translated this book, so it's not just a picture book. You can actually read the interviews and the concepts and just the various cliff notes that the developers had left talking about this game. It's almost like a memory book. It's really, really cool, and I highly recommend this, and I highly recommend Okami. If you guys have not played Okami, you can also play it on the PS2, the Nintendo Wii, and they made an HD remaster on the PS3 that you can download on the PSN network. And it's definitely a game I think anyone who's into action adventure games with some puzzle elements, if you're a big Zelda fan, you'll definitely like this game. And also on the DS they made a sequel called Okami Den, and I might touch base on that in a future video. But yeah, I freaking love this art book, and if you guys want to know more of my thoughts of Okami, then definitely check out one of my older videos. This video is like 3 years old. I did a full review of Okami, and I think you guys would really enjoy it. I'll leave a link on the description so you guys can check that old school stuff there. But anyway guys, definitely get this book if you're a big fan of video games. And as always, thank you for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.